You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV. Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV, shout out. Hello, welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV.
I told you, call the police. They gonna do a make fun. Make fun, nigga. Yeah. Make fun, nigga. Make fun. Wait a minute, baby.
Welcome back to Soda TV. Charleston White gotta be stopped at this point because it's like he lied so fluently and vividly about the attack, right? Talking about he was asleep in the chair, which he was, but then talking about you woke up to seeing someone strike you, and then after that you saw the butt of a blick, and then said that as they were leaving you went to your car to retrieve your blick, and then you go on to say that the last thing, well, you go to report the last thing that you saw them do, the driving off, and that you ducked, and then we gonna go on from there. You feel me? I'm gonna give it to you in parts today. I ain't gonna break the whole thing down. We gonna do it in a segment because it's a long report. You know, this is stemming from what happened 2 years something back when he was trolling the drug lord angster / iller that had just come home from prison. He said everybody was scared of him, but he was trolling them. But we at that point a couple years ago, we only got that little snippet. Now the police, I don't know if Charleston White is edit with the police department and this is why they did this. I'm not sure. There has to be why. He got to be at odds. But anyway, they released it. We got it. It's trending. It's going viral. That's the first part. And you feel me? We finna take a look at it and go.
I was in Slack's barbershop. Slack's barbershop? I dozed off in the barber chair, man. I dozed off and fell asleep and woke up to a blow. And when I woke up, his hand was coming back from my head. I seen the butt of it.
Charleston White was at a barbershop in Fort Worth, Texas, getting a haircut when a man suddenly walked in and punched him in the head without warning. The incident happened mid-cut and was captured on video, quickly going viral online. After the assault, emergency services were called and White was transported to the hospital for medical evaluation. That's where the body-worn camera footage picks up, showing officers entering the hospital room to get his statement. In the footage, White appears alert but shaken as he speaks with police. He tells officers he didn't see the attack coming and that he was blindsided during what was supposed to be a routine haircut.
Cool. So, Kelvin Spencer hit you in the head with a gun.
I was asleep.
Where were you at?
I was in Slack's barbershop.
Slack's barbershop?
Slack. At 6800 Brentwood Stair. I dozed off in the barber chair, man. I'm probably there. Probably there a good 15, 20 minutes. He cut my hair, began putting the dye on it. I dozed off and fell asleep and woke up to a blow. And when I woke up, his hand was coming back from my head. I seen the butt of the gun. So I jumped up out the chair, grabbed the mop handle, and he kept flinching at me with the gun.
So you just kept. So I ain't gonna hold my gun out.
Yeah.
But say he's grabbing it like this, Did he have it like that?
Yeah, like this.
Okay.
So he never pointed it. So it's like
He just
flinching. Yeah.
Just doing this action?
Just trying like flinching at me, really trying to, like he gonna hit me, but I'm in the closet with the gun. There was another guy with him. Little short, younger guy.
Yeah, his name?
No, I don't know his name.
Did he do anything, or was he just
Nah, he pointed. The short guy, I ran to the car to get my gun as they was leaving because I thought they were still in the building. So when I ran out and asked where they are, a guy said that they was in the bathroom.
For the barbershop?
Yeah, the barbershop. Because it's a big building. It's a building that has a beauty shop, barbershop, a barber college.
What's around 6800 Benwood?
The Wells Fargo Bank.
Oh,
the QT.
Is it right across the street from Wells Fargo Bank?
Yeah, Cat Corner. Yeah,
right at the corner. So you got the QT on one side, across the street.
Not that barbershop. You got to come down a little bit.
Okay, so
past the Metro PCS store, past the donut store.
Okay.
Another little building right there.
During the body cam footage, Charleston White gives officers the exact location of the barbershop so they can head to the scene, investigate, and gather witness statements.
Parking lot. So, yeah, the guy that was with him opened the door and pointed the gun.
So the guy that he was with pointed it at you?
He pointed the gun at me, so I ducked down inside the car because I thought he was going to shoot.
Did you have your gun at any point?
Oh, yeah, I did.
At that point you did?
Yeah, I did.
Did you point at anybody?
No.
Okay.
Not at anybody. So that's when everybody started calling the police. So I called the police later when you guys didn't show up.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it.
Yeah, cause I didn't know your name for a good while there.
Yeah.
But it seems like they had you as Kelton and not Charleston.
Oh, okay.
But now that I got you here, so what time did this happen?
About 4:45, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And does the barbershop have cameras?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
That's cool. What kind of car does Kelvin drive?
He was in a blackish, smoke grayish, a dually truck.
Dude. So
And I've had run-ins with him before.
was it like a Ram, like a Ram or?
Ford. I could make out the model, but it's the work dually truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And what direction did he leave?
He left.
Going towards QT or away from
not
QT?
going away from QT. It'll be east on Brentwood still.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. I know it sounds silly because I'm here, but do you want to press charges against him?
Yes, sir.
And the guy he was with?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was Spencer wearing?
He had on some jeans and a jacket with a white shirt up under the jacket.
What color was the jacket? Do you know?
I was a little delirious, still trying to recover from the blow. I just know every time I kept telling somebody call the police, he kept saying, "I don't give a about the police," and that's when he was flinching at me with the gun.
My shirt. Was it blue jeans, black jeans?
I want to say black, but I'm not definite.
You good? Black jeans. Is he short, tall?
He's about 6'1", 6'2".
And did he say anything besides "I don't give a about the police"?
He kept saying, "I'll make bond. I'll see you again." So he kept making more threats. It ain't over with. I know where you live. I know you stay down the street from. He kept saying that. I know you live down the street from.
Gotcha. So, how do you know Kelvin?
He's a well-known street guy. He was a guy who was caught up into the fishbowl. Intimidates everybody. I'm a community activist who eventually went into comedy, internet, and so I publicly spoke on the fishbowl situation about him being a gangster who killed people and ultimately ended up being a main snitch in the case. After I'd done an interview with one of the officers who brought him down in the case, that kind of set, kind of made it even more matter. So I seen him out in public once before, and he made threats, but I had a gun. So he didn't do anything. Twisted Black, the rapper, came home, and he was one of the main guys who welcomed Twisted Black home. And so I was a guy who made a comparison in the interview saying how hypocritical the streets are and how they say one person is snitching. And so he was upset about that. So all this is basically behind me publicly saying he's a snitch.
I got you. So then, is there any way you could have known you were at the barbershop?
Yeah, I was going live at the time. So,
oh, you're on live?
Yeah, I was on live at the time.
You fell asleep on live?
No. I felt, I went live going up to the barbershop. And so then when I cut the live off. So normally what I do when I get a haircut, I promote the barbers.
Okay. Yeah.
So normally there's a celebrity barber who's the director of Paul Mitchell College. So normally I go there. But my brother just graduated from Paul Mitchell. So I went to trade. To learn this new method. So there's a spray and then there's a dye. So he's trying the new dye method out. So I went to him, promoting it. The service was bad, so I hung up. Right before I went to sleep, there was the young guy who was with him walked in and asked for another person. So that's how he went. He sent that guy to come in and check. Seemed like that's what it seemed like, because they left together, and he was the one that pointed when he opened the side door. So he came in and said, "Hey, is there a guy by the name of, I want to say he asked for Fred or somebody. I can't recall the name. But I was dozing off then, so I vaguely remember that. I just remember his face coming in the door. So when I dozed off, I thought it was sleep. So he cut my hair first. So the haircut probably took 20 minutes, right? So I'm dozing off in the haircut. So I'm in and out as he's putting it down. Before he get the down good, man, I'm good and sleep. I'm good and sleep. I just feel a boom. So I wake up to a blow.
So right here on the left side of the head?
Yeah, so I don't need stitches. But they're gonna put the glue.
Just get a picture of that right
quick. So
you gotta take it out. Hold on, I'm just gonna take a quick picture.
So I took one blow, but it looked like two hits.
I like it real quick, and then anywhere else you see?
Oh no. So I took one blow, but it looked like two hits.
Charleston White. When is it going in? When? Talking about he was flinching like he was going to hit me with it. You feel me? The blick, of course. And then Charleston White get the exact time. You feel me? He giving the exact direction, the time of the occurrence, direction they drove away, and what they were wearing. You feel me? Like, yeah, man, it don't get no, like, but Charleston White ain't never ran away from the police. That's why it's like, you can't really do nothing. Can't nobody really do nothing but sit back and enjoy the content, because what didn't he label himself Rat Williams? He told him I took one blow to the head, but it looked like two. It looked like two hits. And just so serious with it though. Like, natural comedian, man. Like, he was born for it. But let's get on to the last part, which is the juiciest part. Juicy. Before we do, go ahead, slap that like button. This lets the algorithm know that this video has what it takes to win, and more people are able to see it, because it gets pushed to the masses of people in the algorithm. Share this on any platform that you're able to, especially those of you who are on Facebook all day trying to catch you something, man. You know, share this, add this to your little program, man. It ain't gonna, you feel me? Don't cost you nothing. It don't take too much energy. Just a half of a click. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and you feel like I should earn it. You know what I'm saying? Do it at the end. I remind you in case you forget. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on everything I drop. You feel me? Because who would want to miss it? Look how I'm coming. Look how I run it. Run it.
Yeah, so when he hit me, I was real. It took me a minute to really focus, to come to. So the haircut was 20 minutes. The dye, the blow. We argued. He stayed in there probably another 2 to 3 minutes, going back and forward. A lot of the women began to come out. Who was there? I had no idea my wife was even there. Her and her mom was there. Some more other people were there. So a lot of females that were there who came in. And so when they began to come in, that's when he put the up. The other little guy was standing at the door, and they left out together. So I ran to the car. I didn't know they left the building. So I ran to the car and got my gun. He was talking like he was still, like he wasn't gonna let me leave. So I ran to the car and got my gun. I asked where they was. He said they was in the bathroom. I saw him leaving out. Left out the door to get the license plate number. The other guy pointed the gun ducked behind.
So was he already in the car when he pointed the gun?
Yeah, he was in the car. He was on Brentwood Star.
Was he on the driver's side or the passenger?
No, the passenger side.
So Kevin was driving?
Yeah, Kevin was driving. Yeah, Kevin drove away. The other guy opened the passenger door and pointed the gun. I ducked down behind the car.
So with the passengers, so with the passenger door still open,
So they're driving this way. I'm running toward them. He does this out the door.
Oh, so he turns back?
Yeah, out the door. Well, everybody calling.
Yeah, your wife doesn't know where you're at right now. I told her I'd call, but now I'm here talking to you, so you should probably call until you're here. But while you do that real quick, this other guy, what was he wearing?
Man, I can't recall. I was too trying to focus on him not to take no blow.
What's how tall he was maybe?
My height about 5'7", 5'8".
Let's call it 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
And then was he white, black, Hispanic?
Black.
Young, old, how old would you say he was?
I say he's probably late 20s.
Late 20s?
Late 20s.
And did he say anything?
No. He didn't say nothing.
Hey, Charles White getting that. Kevin was driving. The other guy opened the door about 5'7", 5'8", looking at. You know what I'm saying? A well-known faux trade. What he say? Well-known faux trade. Well, no, he say the cop asked him, well, is he still active? Is he still active? That's what type of questions y'all worried about? Charles White getting that. Yeah, you a well-known faux trade gangster, and yeah, he active. Like Charles White went to their last meeting or something. Like, can't make this up. You feel me? Hey man, this is how it all went down. And I bet he having a field day with it, cause y'all know how you feel me? As soon as some of the snitching get reported, he put a 10 on it. Man, let me know how y'all thinking about this. You feel me? Hey, Charleston White left out the biggest part about it, didn't he? That he was the one that tore that parking lot up. He was the one that was. Yes, he was the only one that was doing that. You feel me? But they end up finding out later. Y'all hear Charleston White up in there telling them. They asked him, was it cameras around there? And Charleston White said, no. Charleston White thought he was off the hook, scot-free. He didn't think it was no cameras. You feel me? But any smart person or any decent person in the mind know that any small, like, not shopping mall area, but y'all know those people, those places that have all type of random stores in that little circumference. It's cameras somewhere. And you just blowing indiscriminately, like, because you heated. But people that snitch on people and try to go the legal route and use firearm to protect themselves, you can't be blowing like you're an angster. But I don't know what happened to Charleston White with that case, man. Man, to come to think of it, dang, that's good. It's a good question. Y'all let me know do y'all know what happened? What happened with that case? You know what I'm saying? What ended up being his punishment for that? Because, they did, I think he was arrested for that. He was. What happened behind that, y'all? And what y'all think about this segment? Let me know in the comment section. Along with that like, share, and subscribe is always appreciated. You feel me? And always accept it with love, man. You know how I'm coming. Notification bell is for you to be notified every time you see me. And we can get the understanding. As always, this is the realest, the illest trillest, the illest celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time. The Real Deal Soda TV. I'm outie.